The film begins in an empty house, but there is already a strange presence inside. We see the house from this presence's point of view. It looks around, then goes upstairs and hides inside a cupboard. Soon, a woman named Rebecca comes to visit the house with her family. The presence watches them as they look around. Rebecca really likes the house, even though it's more expensive than she can afford. She still decides to buy it because it is close to her son's school in Tallinn. Her son is a professional swimmer and she wants nothing to stop his training. She hopes he can compete at the national level. However, Rebecca's husband is not happy with her decision. He thinks their daughter Chloe isn't ready to move. Chloe is still sad because her friend recently died and she hasn't been going outside. But Rebecca doesn't seem to care much about Chloe's feelings. As Rebecca and her husband talk about the house, the presence listens to them. It senses that Rebecca is going through a hard time and begins to follow her. Later, Rebecca sees a mirror in the house. The owner tells her the mirror is about 100 years old. Meanwhile, Chloe goes into a room and feels like someone is watching her from the cupboard. Then the scene changes. Workers start painting the house, but many of them leave because they feel something strange is in the building, like a spirit or ghost. After a few days, Rebecca and her family move into the house. One day, while talking on the phone, we learn that Rebecca used her company's money in a dishonest way to pay for the house. She doesn't feel bad because she believes it's okay to do anything for her family. Chloe, on the other hand, feels alone. She cries herself to sleep. When she wakes up, she senses someone near her. She walks toward the cupboard and says, "Nadia, is that you?" She thinks it's the ghost of her friend Nadia. The ghost doesn't answer, but the next day, Chloe notices that her books are all over the bed. She goes to take a shower. While she's gone, the ghost comes into her room, sees a photo of Chloe and Nadia, and quietly cleans up the mess. When Chloe returns, she screams in shock. She wonders who did it, then realizes Nadia's ghost is trying to help her. Chloe stops being afraid. When her dad hears her scream, he comes to her room and asks what happened. Chloe lies and says she saw a rat. She doesn't want to tell him about the ghost. Later, Chloe's dad talks to Rebecca about Chloe. He says their daughter is not doing well and reminds Rebecca that Nadia died from a drug overdose. Another girl in town also died the same way. He says they should take Chloe seriously, but Rebecca brushes it off and says he's overthinking. That evening, their son Tyler comes home with his friend Ryan. Ryan meets the family and seems to like Chloe right away, but Tyler warns him not to talk to his sister. At night, Rebecca and her husband argue again. He wants to take Chloe to a therapist, but Rebecca says Chloe just needs time. He gets angry and reminds her that Chloe is her daughter too, not just Tyler. The next day, while Chloe is home alone, Ryan comes to visit Tyler. Chloe offers him a drink and invites him to her room. At first, Ryan says no because Tyler told him not to, but then he changes his mind and goes with her. In the room, they take drugs together. Chloe opens up about her sadness. She says she feels very lonely after Nadia's death. Ryan listens and says something strange. "I never had my death." After losing her close friend, Chloe feels a heavy sadness inside her. She has no one to share her pain with until she meets Ryan. Slowly, Chloe begins to open her heart and talk about how lonely and lost she feels. Ryan listens carefully and shares his own pain too. His home life is hard. His mother is cruel and does not care about him. This shared sadness brings Chloe and Ryan closer together. However, the spirit that lives in the house does not like the growing closeness between Chloe and Ryan. It feels disturbed by their friendship. One day, the cupboard in the house suddenly breaks apart with a loud crash. Chloe and Ryan are startled and frightened. They quickly move away from the broken cupboard. Ryan tries to explain that the cupboard must have been old and weak, but Chloe knows better. Just before the cupboard broke, she felt a cold wind brush her face. She believes that the spirit caused the cupboard to break as a warning to keep her away from Ryan. Chloe now understands that the presence wants to protect her, but it also wants her to stay away from Ryan. This scares her, but it also makes her more aware of the spirit's power in the house. Things have become too strange to ignore. One evening, Chloe decides to tell her family about the strange presence. At dinner, she asks if anyone else feels like someone else is living in the house, someone they cannot see. Her brother Tyler immediately thinks she is imagining things because of her sadness. He tells her that her mind is playing tricks on her. Chloe feels hurt and starts to cry. Their father scolds Chloe for talking about such things at the dinner table. Tyler gets angry and storms out of the room. Their mother follows without saying a word to Chloe. Chloe feels even more alone. Later, their father asks Tyler to try to make peace with Chloe. Tyler goes to Chloe's room to apologize, but Chloe is still upset. She rejects his apology and tells him to leave. Tyler runs to their father to complain again. Their father reminds Tyler that Chloe is fragile and needs support. He tells Tyler to be kind to her. But Tyler does not seem to care. He talks about his past bad behavior without any shame. He tells his mother about a cruel prank he played on a girl where he shared her private photos. Instead of scolding him, their mother stays quiet and does not stop him. The spirit in the house listens to everything. It does not like what it hears. That night, the spirit goes into Tyler's room and begins to destroy his belongings. It throws his trophies and medals to the floor, breaking many of them. Chloe hears the loud noises and runs to Tyler's room. The rest of the family follows. They see the mess and are shocked. No one can explain what happened, and everyone feels scared. Frightened, the family quickly leaves the house. Outside, Chloe tells them that the spirit is her friend Nadia. She explains that Nadia has come to stay with her and protect her. She asks her family not to be afraid of her. Tyler and their mother are too frightened to return inside. However, Chloe's father believes what she says. He trusts Chloe and convinces the others to go back inside the house. Once they are back, Chloe's father calls the woman who sold them the house. He asks why they were not told about any spirit living there. The woman says that there was no spirit before they moved in, but she offers to send her sister-in-law, who is a psychic. This psychic helps families deal with spirits and cleans haunted houses. The next day, the psychic arrives. The moment she enters the house, she feels a sudden cold breeze brush her face. This confirms her belief that a spirit is inside the house. The psychic walks around and observes everything carefully. After taking notes, she tells the family that a spirit is present and that it is suffering. She explains that the spirit is feeling pain, much like Chloe feels after losing her friend. The family is surprised. They have not told the psychic about Chloe's trauma or the loss of her friend. The psychic explains that Chloe is the only one who can sense the spirit because her grief has made her sensitive to the other world. She tells them that Chloe has unknowingly opened a door to the fourth dimension, a place where time and space are different. Through this door, spirits can send messages, and Chloe can feel their presence. The psychic says that she herself once opened this door during a difficult time in her life. She has kept it open so she can help others who are connected to spirits. Chloe asks if the spirit is her friend Nadia. The psychic says she doesn't know. The spirit does not even know who it is. It is stuck in the wrong time and place and cannot find a way out. Time in the fourth dimension is strange. Past and future happen at the same time. Spirits often get confused and end up in the wrong timeline. The psychic touches the old mirror in the house, which is about 100 years old. She says old mirrors can connect to spirits. The psychic writes on the mirror to try to contact the spirit. Suddenly, a blue light flashes through the house. She feels a strong shock that makes her sick. She must leave the house. After this, the spirit stops disturbing the family. Even when Chloe becomes close to Ryan again, the spirit does not bother her. Instead, it hides inside the cupboard. One day, the spirit sees Ryan putting drugs into Chloe's drink. To protect her, the spirit shakes the table and spills the juice. Chloe cleans up without noticing anything unusual. Chloe's mind feels stronger. Her mental health improves with her friendship with Ryan. The door to the fourth dimension slowly closes. She no longer senses spirits like before. In this way, Chloe begins to heal. Chloe tells Ryan that her parents will not be home on Friday and invites him over. Ryan agrees, even though Tyler will be there. On the same day, the psychic visits Rebecca's husband and says the spirit is not from the past, but the future. The spirit wants to stop something bad connected to a window. Rebecca's husband does not understand, and because Rebecca no longer wants the psychic around, he sends her away. That night, the spirit tries to warn Chloe, but cannot reach her because Chloe is recovering from her trauma. On Friday, Ryan goes to Tyler's house and secretly gives Tyler a drugged drink. Tyler falls asleep quickly. Ryan then takes another drugged drink to Chloe's room. Chloe feels something is wrong and realizes Ryan gave drugs to Tyler. She asks Ryan to leave and does not want to be near him. Ryan forces Chloe to drink the drugged juice, and she loses consciousness. Then his true face appears. He is a dangerous man who enjoys hurting girls. He suffocates Chloe slowly with cling film, causing pain but not death. It is revealed he killed Chloe's friend and another girl before. The spirit tries to save Chloe but cannot touch her or Tyler. The spirit wakes Tyler up by shouting in his ear. Tyler rushes upstairs and fights Ryan near a window. Both fall and die. Afterward, the family leaves the house, mourning Tyler. Rebecca discovers the spirit is her son, Tyler's soul, who came back to protect Chloe. Once his mission is done, his spirit leaves the house and rises to the sky, ending the story.